Hey everybody, Ashton here with Gents, back with the fragrance haul. So last time I did a live stream, some people asked if I would do another haul video, kind of show some of the things I've been picking up lately, and I have been kind of busy, so I figured let's go ahead and do another haul video. Now this is going to be pretty quick. Some of these I have reviewed, some I'll review in the future, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. I will leave links in the description of where you can purchase these, either on Amazon or other websites, depending on what we're talking about. First off is Gucci Guilty Absolute and Thierry Mugler Cryptomint. So I've already reviewed these. I'll leave the links in the description. I'm not going to go into detail because if you want more detail, you can check those videos out. But these are obviously two of the newer, more hype designer releases. Courvoisier Imperial. So this is the eau de parfum. There's an eau de parfum and an eau de toilette, and it's not very expensive. Now check out the color of the juice on this. It's kind of a funky color. It's like a weird, almost neon green, but not quite as neon green as Mugler cologne. If you look online on Fragrantica and other places, the juice color looks much darker, closer to Gucci Guilty Absolute. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if it's been reformed or not. Everybody said to get the eau de parfum because it's better than the eau de toilette. But honestly, I don't really like this eau de parfum either. You would think with the name like Courvoisier that there would be a boozy note, but there's really not. And it comes off kind of powdery and at times almost like an old person's fragrance, and not in a good classic way. L'Artisan Parfumé Patchouli Patch. I did a top 5 patchouli video where it's basically just fragrances that are solely centered on patchouli. I didn't own this when I did that video, obviously. This was on parfum1.com and they were running a special at the time. It was down to like $35 or $40 and then I got 25% off of that. So it was a great deal. I mean, 100 ml L'Artisan release for around $30. Can't really beat it, so I had to go ahead and pick this one up. The Gate Manhattan Leather. So 860 Cologne did a review on this some time ago. I went ahead and picked it up. My wife swears that this smells exactly like cocaine. I don't know what cocaine smells like, but she swears that this is a dead ringer for cocaine. To me, it smells a little vegetal, kind of like upturned earth that's been rained on with leather draped over top of that that has also been rained on for a few days. It's not really a bad fragrance. It's one I'm still wrapping my head around, so I'm still kind of formulating an opinion on it. I'll go into more detail later on and do a review on this bad boy. L'Envol de Cartier. So obviously this is a new release from Cartier. The bottle gets talked about more than the fragrance does, and it is interesting. It's got this kind of a thin glass outer casing, and then the bottle with the fragrance actually sits inside, and that looks kind of like the CK2 bottle. Now this is a thin glass, so you have to be careful when you handle this. You can't really grab it and move it around really quickly, because if you knock this on something, you would probably chip this or possibly even shatter the outer casing. This one I've been wearing off and on. Still haven't formulated an opinion on this one, whether I like it a whole lot or I'm kind of wishy-washy, because when I first wore it, I didn't really care for it all that much, but in further wearing, I've started to like it. So it may be one of those ones that you just kind of come around to as time goes. Juniper Ridge Backpacker Cologne Mojave. So the cap on this is really cool. It's a piece of wood, as you can see there, and you unscrew this and it's a splash. So if you don't like using a splash, you would have to decant this and then spray it that way. It's only a 1 ounce bottle, retails for $60, and there are a few different fragrances in this line. Each one of them reminds you of the outdoors, just in different ways. I enjoy hiking a whole lot, especially in the area in which I live, so this is a great one for me if I just want to kind of be reminded of being out in nature. Inica Sweet William. This is from Inica's Floral Curiosities line. I believe it was sold at Anthropologie, but I don't have any of those around me, so I had to find this online. This is the only one from that line that's considered unisex. I'm a fan of Inica, and I found this on eBay for around $30, so I had to go ahead and pick it up. Parfums de Marly Byerly. I picked this up on FragranceNet. You can actually pick up Parfums de Marly fragrances for a great deal on there, assuming that they have them in stock. This one I think I paid around $120, and for a 4.2 ounce bottle, that's a really nice deal. Another large niche bottle, Amouage Memoir Man. So this is the second to last bottle that I need to complete the men's collection in the Amouage line. I don't have all of the library collection, but the only one that I don't have at this point in the normal men's line is Myths. And what's funny is Memoir was actually one of the first bottles that I wanted to pick up, just never worked out. When it was on sale, I either didn't have the funds to buy it at that time, or there was something else that was a better deal that I went for. So it seemed like I could never really get that one for whatever reason. But now I do have it. So I've only worn it a few times since I got the bottle in, but I'm excited to have it. And now the only one that I need is Myths. Corner Barcelona D600. It's got that nice cube-shaped bottle with thick glass. My wife actually really likes this one. This is the first Corner that I've gotten, and I'm looking to get more because this is a niche house that, from what I've sampled, is actually really nice but doesn't get talked about all that much. But yeah, this one I'll be reviewing in the future. Tom Ford Sol di Positano. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, I apologize. So this is an unreleased Tom Ford. I got Mandarino di Amalfi Aqua before, which was unreleased, and now I have this one, which is also unreleased. So if you can't tell by the bottle, this slots right in with Costa Azzurra, Mandarino di Amalfi, and Neroli Portofino. It's right in that line. I'll do a first impressions on this at some point in the future. It gives off another kind of white floral / soapy feel. It's definitely not anything that's groundbreaking, but it smells nice and fits right in with those other three. So basically, if you really, really love those other three, you'll love this one. If you think those other three are generic or uninspired or not worth the price, you'll feel the same way about this one. Tom Ford Ombre Leather 16. This one is fantastic. There was a deal on Fragrance Swap on Facebook. I'm sure that some of you watching this video saw it, but I had to pick it up when I saw the deal. So Tuscan leather is one of my favorite Tom Fords, and this is another fantastic take on leather. If you haven't tried this, then I suggest that you do so. If you like fragrances that are leather-based, that are deep, rich, and masculine, this is a hit. It's fantastic. It's right up there with some of the better Tom Ford releases. Maison Francis Kurkdjian Oud Velvet Mood from his Oud Mood series. This is a very expensive fragrance. I found it on Notino on clearance, I believe, for around $170, so I went ahead and splurged and picked it up. Now, if you look at the Oud Mood series, this is one that is in general not as well received as some of the others, but for me, it's fine. It is a strong oud fragrance though, so if you don't like that note, then I wouldn't even bother sampling it. By Kilian, Moonlight in Heaven. Now, I am a By Kilian fan. I like the way the bottles look. I enjoy a number of their fragrances. Some are obviously better than others. This one I had my eyes on since it came out and never had a chance to pick it up at a decent price, so that chance presented itself not that long ago, and I went ahead and splurged and got myself a bottle. Some people don't like it because it can be taken as feminine, but so far, with the limited amount that I have worn it, I do enjoy it. Do I think it's as good as some of their killer releases? No, but it is a nice release. Last up on this haul, Close Up by Olfactiv Studio. So this is their new bottle design. This is their old bottle design. This is Still Life in Rio. Olfactiv Studio had an Indiegogo where you could fund the design and production of their new bottle because they wanted something that set them apart a little bit, and this is what they came up with. Now, I've been a fan of Olfactiv Studio for a while, so when that came up, I did donate, I think it was $180 or $185, and I got this bottle of Still Life in Rio, and then also a bottle of Still Life. So I made out pretty well. Oh, and I also got that Discovery kit that I've shown before, so it was pretty nice. This one I'll be doing a review on in the future. Olfactiv Studio has a great presentation. I really like it. It's definitely unique. This one was made by Anique Mendardo, so a lot of people are really big fans of her work. Personally, I really enjoy it. I've seen online a couple of mixed reviews, but not too many people have talked about it. I believe that Sebastian Jara did a review on it, but that will be coming up shortly. All right, everybody, that is my most recent haul. It's a lot of stuff, I know, and most of it is niche. Go ahead and leave me some comments if you've smelled any of these, or let me know some of the things that you've picked up lately that maybe I should take a look at. As always, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.